Hey, hi guys, this is Joy here. Today I'd like to talk about travel planning. We all know that travel planning can be very difficult and takes a lot of time, but today I'd like to share with you a very useful tool I've been using since my past few trips, which is Google Maps. Okay, it doesn't sound anything new, but I just realized there are so many things good about Google Maps. Firstly, if you compare hotel price, a lot of times the price shown directly on Google Maps is way cheaper than the booking site like Booking or Agoda. So I realized it since last trip in West Africa, because I didn't plan anything in advance, so I just check hotels a day before, 1 day or 2 days before. So I just realized that it could make a big difference. And for many countries, many cities, we know that there are a lot of empty hotels that you don't really need to book in advance. So in this case, I think Google Maps is really a great option to plan your trip while you are traveling. And I will show you, for example, this hotel in Okinawa. Let's check. On Google Maps, it's 58 per night, 58 euro per night. So you can see that it's already automatically comparing the prices of different booking sites. And then they choose the cheapest one to show. And then actually I find like if you go there directly to the hotels, normally the price is cheaper than the more expensive websites. So normally if you just walk in the hotels and then they give you similar price as shown on Google Maps. So that's my experience, at least for most not so popular spot, you can get a quite okay walking deal. So what I did nowadays, just following Google Maps, and then if I go somewhere, if I know like next spot where it is, and then I just check Google Maps and to spot area I want to stay, and then check the compare the price of the hotels. And it works pretty well actually for my last few trips, and so this trip I also would do that, I think. And the second good thing about Google Maps is that they now have a function called My Maps. I don't know if you are using it or heard about it, because I was making trip planning and I was reading some travel blog. My Maps, you can actually share all your pin of one city or one area and to your friends. Okay, and talking about My Maps, I find nowadays a lot of travel bloggers, they start using My Maps. I only started using since last year, I think. So, for example, I was checking the travel blogs for Vietnam, and for example, this beach, this blogger, she already put all the spot here, including the route to rent bicycle, where to go for food, and what kind of hotels there is. So, what I did is I started. And once I started, now you can see My Maps here, My Maps. Go to, oh, sorry, it's in Dutch, but it's My Place. If you go to Google Maps and you log in, and you can see My Place. And here, card, maps, and you can find the maps you saved. And this view is like I made a couple of maps myself to share earlier on Steemit on other blogs. So now, earlier I just saved this one, so now I can see the spot. So it makes my travel much easier. Like I can imagine, for example, when I arrive there, I will just open this map on my phone, and then I got all the spot, so I can just check all the spot easily, without need to read the blogs again and check and find the spot again. So I can just use Google Maps to help me go around. The same goes with this area too, because in my last blog I read about I want to do a motorcycle tour here, and I just found
I couldn't remember where I found, but I found someone who shared this map. And once you find someone shares this map, you can copy the map, and then it become yours. Once you click the copy, it become yours. And then now you see in my map, I have all this route. I can imagine it would be quite useful because when I travel with motorbike, I will probably rent a motorbike, and this route probably takes 4 or 5 days to finish. So now I can check wherever I can control my speed, how fast I ride, and then you see all the homestays around this area. So once I have this app, I don't need to make any other further plan. So it makes my travel planning much easier than before. Because before I would ping all these things myself, and now it's way much easier. And I think because I discovered this function, in the future when I make travel blogs, I also use this function much more frequently, and to share all the my favorite spot to eat and to stay with fellow Stemians, and I also encourage everyone to use it so that we can uh, share information in a much more efficient way. So nice.
So that's it. That's today I want to share with you, because before I have a lot of different kind of apps, for example, hotel booking apps, TripAdvisor, whatever apps on my phone. But now I delete all of them. I only use Instagram and Google Maps. So Instagram is for the inspirations. For example, if I want to find some nice photo spot, or want to find some something to do on a certain spot, certain location, certain city, so I check it out and I find nice photos, and then I go. Sometimes I ask the Instagram poster where has this photo been taken, and then if she answers me, I can pin it directly on Google Maps. So that's how I traveling nowadays. So I just use whatever where I find interesting spot, I save it on Google Maps, and then I save the whole map of the city with my pins on it to my friends, or just put it in my blog. So I hope you enjoyed. Anyway, it's my experiences from my past trips, and I hope it's useful to you too. Bye bye.